Good morning, Salem High. I'm Ethan, and today is Friday, October 30th, 2020. This week's quote of the week is: "The only thing we have to fear is fear itself." This week, we have an interview with Miss Napier-Kowski about the pride of the North Shore, the Salem High School Marching Band, along with one of its members. But first, I would like to point out that Election Day is closing in, so for those of you who have registered to vote, do it like your life depends on it, because it does. Additionally, we still have spots open for the Salem High News Street team. For more information, email Mr. Cabot or check out some of our past episodes. Just search Salem High News on YouTube. Now, for those of you who've watched Hubie Halloween, you might notice that our very own marching band made an appearance on that film. I also pointed that out in our Hispanic Heritage special before the main segment. And for those of you who didn't get the chance to catch it, here it is again. Yes, you heard that right. If you look at this screenshot you're seeing right now, behind not Mayor Driscoll, you can see members of our very own marching band making an appearance, none of which were credited. Well, it's 2 weeks later, and our main segment for today just so happens to be an interview with Miss Napier-Kowski, Salem High's music director. Of course, we discussed the movie shoot to some extent, along with their show for this year, Piano Man. Without further ado, let's roll it. Good morning, Salem High. Right now, we're here with Miss Napier-Kowski for the band, and of course, we got one of our band members right here. So, Miss Napier, tell us about how the band is doing right now, how their season is going.
Well, thanks, Ethan. We actually just had our senior night this past Tuesday. We've had about 35 hours together starting August 18th. We had to go through the Board of Health and jump through a bunch of hoops, and we were playing 15 feet apart. But at least we got to play and be together and see people in 3 dimensions. And our show this year is called Piano Man, the music of Billy Joel. And we had an absolute great time with it. It was so much fun to put together. The color guard was spinning, the band was playing, drumline was working hard, the front ensemble's was working hard. We had a great season. We're not quite done yet. We're still going to be playing live at Veterans Day. It's been fun. It's been hard, but it's been fun.
Well, that's good. Now, can we see a little bit of that show now? That was terrific. I mean, I like the work of Billy Joel myself. So, tell us about shooting Hubie Halloween. What was that like for you?
So, Hubie Halloween was my first shot at actually being in a movie. And we spent hours and hours and hours to be in there for about a second and a half. It was very fun to be on a movie set. The particular scene that I was in was filmed in Salem on the Common, and we actually filmed all night. I didn't get home till 5 o'clock the next morning, and I happened to be in the scene with the mayor when the mayor's bobbing for apples, and they have the band there, and you actually see them focus on one of our bass drums, and you can see me in the background conducting the band.
Oh, okay, so right now we have one of our students who was actually involved in the shoot, Alessandra. So why don't you tell us about it?
Yeah, I got to be there twice. Once I was there in uniform in the newscasting part of the movie towards the beginning, and that was really cool. Adam Sandler was there. Kevin James.
Yes.
Okay.
Officer Steve.
Yeah. So, and the lady who plays the mother, and we were in uniform, and that was a really fun shoot. We got craft services. It took really long though, and it was like really just a split second, but it was really fun. And I got to meet Adam Sandler and had a small conversation with him, which was really cool.
Now, Wake Up Boston's
Goodness,
Tracy
I feel
Phillips is
jealous.
live with the mayor of Salem, David
Was he
Benson.
nice?
Tracy, you went with Harley Quinn too?
He was very nice. He was very nice to me.
You get to show your ex what he's missing, huh?
what do we think of the movie? I know Ethan did his amazing review of it and compared it to Hocus Pocus.
It was.
Ago.
Yeah, I did my review just a couple weeks ago.
My own kids and I watched it 2 nights ago, and I have to say I did not hate it as much as I thought I was going to.
So for me, Ethan, it was an Adam Sandler movie. So my expectations were fairly low anyway. But it was very fun to watch us in it, to see how the story played out, because we had no idea what the storyline was actually going to be when we were shooting these scenes. And in the food fight scene, one of our students, Spud, Aiden O'Loughlin, was in that scene. And then my son William was in one of the trick-or-treating scenes. You can see him right behind the Karate Kid. He's the pancake. And so kids were in various scenes throughout. That was part of the fun, was we got to go to hair and makeup and see all the behind-the-scenes stuff and shooting the film. And then to see it, come to life, it was really cool. It was very cool. But it's an Adam Sandler movie, so your expectations should be, it's going to be a little goofy, a little tongue-in-cheek.
So, Alessandra, why don't you tell us your opinions about the movie?
I also went into it expecting it to be like a typical Adam Sandler movie. I was happy, though, because it was Salem and it was Halloween, and I think it fell pretty high on like the good Adam Sandler movie spectrum. So yeah, it was really exciting too, just like seeing the first movie that you're in.
What part do you play in the band right now?
I play clarinet, and for this show I was playing first. I really love the music, and it's a challenge, but it's also like really fun to play. And Billy Joel's he has amazing music.
Okay, so I have another question for you, Ms. Napier. So what was it like playing with all the COVID safety procedures going on?
Well, Ethan, safety was our absolutely number one concern. So we had signs up everywhere. When you first drove into the high school, you would see student check-in, go this way if you're A through L, and student check-in, go this way if you're M through Z. And we had to be, always had to wear masks. As soon as you got out of the car, everybody had their mask on. And then when we were actually going to play, nobody could play until they had an instructor's permission, and they were standing 15 feet apart in all directions. It was a little difficult to hear each other at times. If you were the clarinet on this end and then the saxophone on the far end of the field, 50 yards away, it was a little hard to hear each other. But the kids did an amazing job, and we made it from August 18th all the way to this past Tuesday with no positive cases of COVID-19 in the band.
That's a plus.
And so the kids really fought for it. They wanted to make sure they could stay together and play together, and we made it the whole time without any issues, knock on wood. We do have permission to start going inside in small groups, and we're just trying to determine locations for that now based on the HVAC system. We might actually be doing some rehearsing in small groups at Collins if the high school HVAC system isn't up and running for us to be in the band room. So, but the kids love playing together, so it was an opportunity we just couldn't pass up.
Now, is there anything else you'd like to tell us before we head out?
I guess for us, we wanted to try to keep every possible tradition that we could. So we had our senior night. We've tried to do as many things as we possibly could. We made posters for them. We had T-shirts. We're going to do a thing right before Thanksgiving to honor our seniors, just trying to keep as many of our traditions going as possible. So if there's going to be a football season in the spring and we have a pep rally, the band wants to be a part of that, even if it's a virtual pep rally. Like we'll do whatever we can to help Salem High School keep as many of their traditions alive as possible, even if we have to do it remotely.
Okay, so thank you very much for joining us, Ms. Napier-Kowski. Thank you, Alessandra, as well. And now let's head back to the studio, I guess. Yeah.
That's all we have for you today, Salem High. This has been the Salem High News, brought to you by the students of digital media. Have a happy and safe Halloween, take care, stay classy, and we will see you after break. Can't believe it myself, no classes all week.
Ha ha ha!